Hi, Photo One. So I'm going to go over how to create a distorted portrait. So I took this image from Pixabay, which is a free copyright image source just for demonstration purposes, but you'll be using your own image. So I'm in photopea.com, and the first thing I want to do is go ahead and crop my image. So I'm going to choose this little square. The shortcut is C. So if you just hit C on your um, computer, then it'll automatically highlight the crop tool. And I'm just going to click and drag where I want to crop. And then once I have my square, I can resize it. So I'm going to crop in a little bit more on her face. And then I just hit return, and here's my new image. So the first thing you're going to start with is creating shapes. So down here, it's probably defaulted to the rectangle tool. You just click and hold, and you can choose any of these. So if you want to do a line, you just click and drag, and we can put some lines in here. So I could do a bunch of lines over her face. So I'm just clicking and dragging these lines, and maybe they start to overlap. So I can create a group of lines here. Okay, so that looks all right. Maybe I'll do one more up here. And then I'm going to click and hold on my line tool, and maybe I'm going to use the ellipse tool. And you can create thin little circles. So maybe I do some circles over here to kind of distort her hand a little bit. You can have, again, your shapes overlap. And then maybe I want to do a little circle over here. Okay, so I'm just going to see how this looks. So I need to merge all of these shape layers together. So you can go to layer, merge down. I don't want to do that with every single one because it's kind of takes a while. I'm working on a Mac, so I can just do Command E. You'll do Control E, and I'm just going to merge them all until I have one layer right above my background layer. Okay, so if I turn this background layer off by clicking the eye, you can see all my information. So I'm going to turn my background layer back on. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to duplicate this layer. It's Control J, and now I have a duplicate, and I'm going to click and drag it above my shapes layer. So I have my shapes layers in between. I'm going to select this background copy layer. I'm going to go to layer and select clipping mask. And then what that did is that selected this image and filled in all these shapes. You can't see what it did, but my shapes have disappeared. And then I'm still on my background copy layer, and I select my image, and I can slightly start to move it. And then what it's doing is it's picking up information from the background. So there could be my final image. I go to layer, flatten image when I'm fully done, and then I go to file, export as a JPEG. You're going to turn this all the way up to 100% for your quality, and then you're going to hit save, and you're going to title it first initial, last name, one, because this is your first one. You're going to turn in a few, and then I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I hit save, and then you'll upload that to Google Drive. So when I open this image here, you can see the full image.